So I clicked window.
So we need to download this via Visual Studio Code. Okay. This is going to be a code editor where you'll be coding. When you write code, if you write in normal text notes, then you won't be able to take the advantage of formatting the code. And when you use a code editor, it also helps you format it, and it has some IntelliSense, so it tells you when you are going wrong. It highlights it. It also colors your code with different part of the code, like variables will be a different color, function will be a different color. So it makes code more readable, and you have an enjoyable experience when you actually write in a code editor compared to writing just in a normal notepad.
Okay.
So the agenda for today is that of all the learnings that you've had on the HTML and CSS,
Yes.
we need to implement all of that and basically create a site.
Okay.
Yeah. So now
Cool.
that it's opening up,
I'm excited.
yeah.
So
So
when
what you're going to do
start new
is,
file.
no. You're going to add, yeah, there is one more thing we need to do. We need to install MAMP. So we want to have a local server for yourself to run these files. If it's just a plain HTML, it can be run as a file also, but it's suggested that you use uh, some kind of a local server. So what we're going to look for is, if you go to Google and search for MAMP, sorry,
Okay. So
XAMPP. So go to Google, leave this alone, search for XAMPP, XAMP. Yeah.
this one.
And hold on, no, don't click on this one yet. Hold on, let me just check. I'm checking whether it's the correct one at my end first. So XAMPP, MAMP for Windows. Yeah, so it actually we'll go for MAMP. So I'm going to share a link on the
Okay.
chat.
All
I
right.
just shared. Got it?
Yes.
Good. I can't see it yet on your screen. Yep, that's the one. Now click on the free download. Do you get an option to choose? No, we don't need this.
Yeah, it's down. Something is downloading.
Okay, that's fine then. Once it's downloaded, we're going to run it. I'm not very comfortable with Windows because I don't use that.
Yes.
But I've learned on the MAMP itself. But let's try this out.
Okay.
So double click. Is something happening? Yeah, it's happening.
Yeah, it's opening up.
Okay. Okay. Next. Don't install the MAMP Pro. Wait. Go back. Unclick the MAMP Pro.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
It says install Apple Bonjour.
Not sure what that is. Let's uncheck that. Yep. So this is where your directory, you know where this directory is, right? You can find out.
Yeah, C.
That's fine. Let's hit next. Just make a note of this directory. Yep, let's do that. Let's do that. How fast is your internet?
Is okay speed.
Okay.
Not so.
In the meanwhile, you can tell me about your progress so far while it's downloading.
So this is where I am at right now. My internet may be fast, but my computer is really slow.
Okay.
Since it's installing something, I guess that's where we are at.
Okay.
So yeah, in short,
So how's your CSS journey? Like,
so far good. I like how it talking about formatting the elements.
okay.
So this is about set your elements background color. There's a set your elements uh, like color of your elements, the color of your text.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so far so good. I think I'm just a few courses inside the CSS one.
Okay. But so far, are you able to grasp things, or are you facing any difficulties understanding anything?
Yeah, a little bit. I face difficulty, but I go back and read these guys. Like right now, I'm, classic example that I'm stuck somewhere. So
Okay.
I'm to troubleshoot and understand where am I missing out. So it says that your div element should have the class silver background. So when I go to div, when I go to style, I've done the div and I put the class silver background, right? Your div element should have a silver background. So I don't see a silver background here. So something's wrong. Something's going wrong.
Okay.
Maybe I go to the div element itself here and also add it here. I'm not sure, but I'll
So,
figure.
so tell me one thing. For example, if I have to say you are in an office and there are like 100 people sitting there, and I want you to uh, call a specific person, how would I do that?
Call a specific person
Yeah,
by their name, of course.
exactly. So, which means I have to give it a name in order for me or you to recognize that person, right?
Yes.
Similarly, these elements, they have a lot of thing in common. For example, you may have a lot of men, you may have a lot of women. Similarly, these elements, they could be multiple divs, multiple p tags, multiple allies. How would the computer know which one to grab? If you're telling computer that, okay, I want to style this particular element a background color of so and so, how would he know? So the way to do it is you either give it an ID, which is a unique ID, or you give it a class. Generally, CSS is used for uh, CSS basically targets classes mainly. I mean, it's suggested you use classes first before jumping onto the ID.
Yeah.
So currently, what this is saying is you are saying go and grab Mr. So and so, but you have not named that person, which means not able to find out whom you're talking about. Okay, so that person doesn't have a name yet. So it's just
Yes.
like calling, okay, go and call Ravi. However, there is no Ravi that exists in the office.
Yes.
So you have to go to that div element and give it a class and then you can apply CSS on that. Currently, your div element doesn't have the class.
Okay, I tried that as well. So just like I have a class for P, my P has a class.
Yes.
So should I write class directly, or should I write div class?
So you already have a div, so there is no need to create another div, right?
Yes.
You want to apply the class to the existing div element.
Yes.
Now, we have studied that classes are attributes. And when you write attributes, you write them inside of those brackets, not outside of them. So not here, you have to go to the div.
Yes.
So
Div.
remove this class from here. So this class needs to go in the angle brackets of div, inside of the angle brackets.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
No, class equals. Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Now go on top where you have given applied this CSS.
Yes.
Okay. So we are not defining class over here. This is not a div element to define a class like that. So please remove that line number 7. This is not how you write CSS. Okay, now try.
Good. Yeah, I
Now you
understood it.
understand what was happening?
Yes.
You were saying go and grab Ravi. There is no Ravi that exists. उसका नामकरण नहीं हुआ था अभी तक. So what you just did, the very first thing you did was you did the namikaran for that person. You said, okay, this person is Ravi. Now you give instructions to the computer, go and grab Ravi. So he grabbed Ravi and then he applied background color to that.
How come I don't have the silver class in my style? Oh, silver background. Yes. Yes. Okay. I already have silver background. Yes.
Yeah. Can you check how much of it it's downloaded? Why is it taking so long?
I don't know.
Okay, anyway, so let it install. We're not going to wait for it to take that much of time. So let's go to your code editor, which is Atom. Sorry, Visual Studio Code. Now
This
create a new file. Click on New File. In fact, not a new file. I would say we need to create a folder first. So close that untitled. I think the whole editor got closed. So you have to reopen the editor.
okay. It is here. What do I search that as?
Visual Studio. Got it. Now close the untitled. Click on Add Workspace Folder. Can you also create a new folder somewhere?
Yes.
So create a new folder wherever you want to. Name it as HTML project. HTML dash project in small letters. So when you name folders, it is preferred that you name them in small letters and separate the words with dash. Click on that and hit add.
Okay.
Okay. Now inside, click on that HTML project. Yeah. Click on that. Right click and create a new file. Name this as index.html. So the extension of an HTML file will always be .html. When you open any application inside of the browser, it looks for the index.html file. That's why we name it like that. Hit enter. Yeah. So this is your HTML file. This is where we're going to code. You can make this code editor full screen. Yeah. Now you remember the doc type and everything, right? So you need to start writing that.
Enough.
Can you try something? I'll tell you something. Go back. Delete. Sorry. Uh, Type the exclamation mark. Hit tab. No, no. Again exclamation mark. Hit enter. Did you see what happened?
Wow.
So this means
So
that you didn't have to do
you
all that jargon. That's the power of the editor. So it's going
okay.
to auto complete things for you, making your life easier so you commit less mistakes and you can
Yes.
focus on coding, because this is something you have to do for every project. So it doesn't
Yes.
make sense to type them all. So now, in order for you to open this, just click on this. You should get a right click. Do you have an option to open it in the browser? No, you don't. Uh, See if you're getting an option anywhere to open in the browser. No, you don't. Um, okay.
Reopen with.
No, 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 not that one. See how much is the progress we have made in the download. Oh, nice. Let that get installed so you can continue from there. See if it's come in the desktop. Try to search it maybe. It's called MAMP. MAMP. Yep, that's the one. Open it. Okay, hold on.
Yep.
It's doing something on its own. Okay, click on Start Servers. Just hit once and wait.
Okay.
So what this is going to do is it's going to run an Apache server for you locally. So which means that even if you're not connected to internet, you can do the development locally. It's going to give you a local server which can work offline as well. Is something
Okay.
happening or not? Did you click on it?
I clicked on it. My whole thing is getting refreshed in the background.
Okay, hold on then, wait.
My computer is too slow.
Ideally, okay, what is this? Block some features. So you allow whatever it's asking for. Checkbox all of them and allow access. Okay, so it's starting the Apache server. Can you see the green button? So
Yes.
that's all we need for now. You can close that MAMP. Now,
Close.
yeah. Now what this would have done is this would have created a directory called htdocs. Now remember when we started installing this project, it went inside of the C directory and inside of MAMP. This is where you need to
Yes.
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inside of this, there is a directory called htdocs. Can you see that?
htdocs.
Yes.
Yes.
This is what we are interested in. We are not interested in anything else apart from this. Can you make a shortcut of this on your desktop or somewhere?
Yes.
Is that done?
There's no.
I
Can't
think it
understand.
must have already created a shortcut of this. Try checking on the desktop. Don't close this. Is there a directory called htdocs anywhere? It did give you an option to create a shortcut, right?
No, it wasn't giving me an option to create a shortcut. So if I go here, do a right click.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now. Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Should
This
I
is a
open?
directory where what you will be interested in. This is where you're going to keep all your project. So create
Okay.
a directory, copy it and paste it somewhere, this path. So every time you work, you have to go to inside of this directory.
Okay. Yeah. So if I have this folder in my desktop, even then should I copy and paste the path somewhere?
Yeah, just in case if it happened to delete it, at least you have a reference.
Okay.
Now, another thing we're going to do today is we're going to put everything on the GitHub. Why? Because if you keep things here locally, they may get lost. So what we're going to do next is, but again, the problem is that Git might not have been installed. No problem. We'll do that next time.
So what is this called? What is this thing called? MAMPs is our
Uh,
directory.
yeah, it's called htdocs. This is where you're going to keep all the projects. This is the directory from where it's going to serve your site.
This is like a local server.
Yes, exactly.
But why do I need a server?
To run PHP. So when you learn PHP, you're going to need a server to run that. Right now, you don't need it, but it looks untidy to run HTML as a file in the browser. The URL will be like file slash, Ratan slash, whatever your file address is. So it looks very
Yes.
untidy. So if I have a server, which eventually I'm going to need, might as well have it now.
Yeah.
So the server can run
I
the HTML file as well.
okay.
So now
All right.
delete this HTML project. We don't need it now. Close this file. Close index.html. Don't save. Now open folder. Now is the time you're going to go to that URL, that htdocs. Yep.
Do you want to save your workspace configuration as a file?
No, cancel it. The first thing we need to do is we need to go and create a directory inside of that htdocs. Let's create a directory called HTML project
In the folder?
in the htdocs from the folder. Yes. So you had opened that folder, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Create a directory and name it as HTML
Directory as
project.
in a folder?
Yeah. Folder is called directory. It's the same name.
What do you suggest I should name it as?
HTML-project. So every time you create a new project, you have to create a new directory in the root of this. Now open this folder in the Visual Studio Code. Yep, that's it. Just open it. Say, okay, let's just save it for now. Save. Okay, let's create index.html here.
I think I had created one.
Okay, cancel this. Cancel this.
Look at this.
Yeah.
I select this.
Yes.
Open.
Sorry.
And should I click open?
Yeah. Now it's asking you to give it a name. Just give some name right over here. Write test.html. Let me see what it prints. .html, not underscore. Save it. Let me see what it's giving. Okay. Now I don't know why it did that. It shouldn't have done that actually. But open folder again. Again, go to that htdocs.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're.
HT. Yeah.
Yeah. Open it. Yeah, just open it.
Just a second.
Okay.
The HT docs.
Yeah. Select. Do one thing. Create. Can you create a new folder here itself?
Yes.
Create one and name it as like first project, first dash project. Select folder. Yeah. Select. Now it's fine. Okay, fine. Now on the left hand side, click on the first project and right click and create a new file. Index.html. Okay, do the same thing. Exclamation mark, hit enter. Okay, inside a body, just put an h1 tag. Just write something for now. Hit enter. Okay, now we're going to open this in the browser. So go back onto the browser, and I'm going to give you a URL. Try opening that. So I'm just typing it. Localhost 8 first project. Try opening this URL. You can directly click on this link also. No, it doesn't work. Hold on. There must be a different URL for Windows. I have to check. Can you just try without first project? Hold on. Is your server on? Just check that MAMP. Remember that dashboard came and then green light LED. Just check if that's on. Project with MAMP Windows.
There is there is this new message that has come up which says ports open, ports used.
Can you? Okay. Can you click on set up new port?
This is too technical.
Yeah. Usually it isn't for Mac. For Mac, it's like everything is set up, or a lot of things are set up like by default. But here in Windows, we have to configure them.
Okay. So
Like,
I don't know what happened. Did not give anything.
no, I think it's going to open it in some time. As you said, your computer is slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see open web start page? There's a globe icon.
Yes.
Can you click on that? Try clicking and see what happens. Okay. Now scroll down and check what is the URL it says over there. So port, go on top. That's MySQL. Go on top. It's not telling me. Mm, Set your preferences. See preferences section for more details. Start, stop, port, web server, PHP. Hold on, I'm checking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually okay. Let's do this. I'm going to share another URL with you, and hopefully, can you type index.php after that, after MAMP? No. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to share another URL.
Okay.
You got something?
No, no, no.
Okay.
I
MAMP.
just said okay.
Yeah, hit this URL which I just sent you. No, I think your problem is that your server is not able to set up because there's something already running on that port.
Yeah.
So go back to that dashboard of the server part,
Okay.
the MAMP. Stop the servers and restart it.
Start again.
Yep. And let me know if you get anything.
Yeah.
100% the problem is this only, that it's not able to start the server because something is already running. Yeah, just select all of them. Yeah, finally, congratulations. It's running now. Now try the same URL that I just shared with you.
Ah.
Again, uh, try the first one. No, it's not able to run, it seems, for some reason.
Okay, just so let me check if there are any open windows. No.
No, just go back on the same MAM thing.
Yeah. Maybe
Mm,
stop the server and start again.
yeah, try it. Let's see. So try to open this URL. So what's happening is that there is already something running on port 18. That's why it's not able to open up.
Okay.
I shared a URL. Try that. So
This one.
I know how to kill the ports in Mac, but I have to check how to kill the ports in Windows. Kill
Okay.
the port running. Did that URL opened? No, right?
The double eight double eight.
Yeah. Kill the running port in Windows.
No.
Okay, hold on. We need to kill that port first.
Okay.
From service manager, run services, miss, stop, disable these Windows services which are known to the binder. How do I free myself? In Windows. Double click the service and startup type to get disabled. Just 1 second.
Yeah. No problem.
So it's saying that run services dot msc. Search the text that I'm sending you here.
Okay.
Search that in Google. Okay, now click on that link. First, do you know how to run command line on Windows?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Nice. Good to know that you are not completely non-technical.
Yeah. I know CMD. I
Good.
used to use.
Now go back on that link that I shared with you.
Yes.
The first link. How do I free my port? Go down. It says net stop HTTP. Click on that. Copy this command and paste it on your terminal.
Good.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop the internet.
No, no, no. SCDP discovery. What is this SCDP discovery? Is that something related to your office something?
I don't know.
Okay. So yes, click on yes. Why? Access denied. So you have to do that as root. I don't know how you do that in Windows. You use sudo or what? What to access root?
I haven't accessed root of my computer so far.
Hold on. Let me check. Run a command on Windows as root. Is there a sudo command for Windows? Uh, okay. I'm going to send you the command.
Okay.
So you have to paste this, but don't hit enter yet.
Okay.
You don't have to hit enter yet.
No, I did not hit enter.
Okay. So then probably after administrator, you have to paste the previous command. So combine the command. So this one and then the one with the stopping one, which you copied from the internet.
This one first, and then after that, the internet command, right?
Correct. Maybe you can make that command in chat itself because it's difficult to type on the terminal. Yep. So after administrator space and then this command.
Did I hit enter?
Yeah. Mm, okay, so he's giving you an example. Copy the first example, run as, yeah.
Should I paste it here?
Yes. So instead of wait, okay, fine, enter the password.
No, I don't have the admin password.
Cancel it. I don't know, control C or something, or exit, type exit and hit enter. Okay, so what you need to do basically is uh, try arrow key up. No, that doesn't work. Okay, you need to have the same command, but you have to suffix it with the old one.
So this first or the old one first?
This one, but where it's written CMD,
Yes.
remove the CMD and put your command there. Yeah, what was the command?
Yeah. Should I do enter?
Yes. I hope this works this time. No, yeah, it's not happening. Hold on.
Because
Hold on,
this
hold on, hold on, hold on. Do one thing. Run as just copy the whole command, the first example, I know what this
Yes.
means. It's saying that first it's going to ask you for the password, only then it'll allow you. So click on that and paste it. Hit enter. So what's your computer's password?
I entered the password.
No, it didn't work. You have to enter the password and hit enter. The last line is asking you for your machine's password.
Why is it not taking it? Like I'm typing, but it's not
You
showing
you
that.
won't be able to see because it's invisible, but it's typing. So first delete everything
Yes, I
because
deleted.
you, yeah, and now type. For security, they don't show the password, not even star. Yeah, now you're signed in, I think. Attempting, hold on. Error, unable to run CMD. We can't sign you in with this credential because your domain isn't available. Make sure your device is connected on your network and try that. If you previously signed in with this device and against you. Okay, I'm not sure now. This is requires more debugging, so let's not spend time here.
Yes. So
We
what happened? I'll tell you what's happening here.
mm,
Happening is, as you know, all organizations there is a different admin passwords and there are different user passwords.
yeah,
So even if I'm putting my password, it's taking my password as a user password
right,
and not a admin password.
right, got it. So what we're going to
So
do is we will ignore this part and we will try opening that file directly in the browser. So now what you
okay,
need to do is go into that MAMP folder where you created your directory.
first project.
Yes. Double click. Yeah. Drop. Open this index.js. Double click. Just double click. Okay. There you go. This is your project. Ideally, I should see that heading you put. Did you not save it?
Yeah, welcome. Let me. How do I just do Control S?
Yes. Okay. Now you see an ugly URL over there, but we don't have a choice right now, so let's not worry about that yet. Okay. When we learn PHP, probably then that's when we can do. Just copy this URL and keep it with you. So next time when you're practicing, you can check it out. Remove that other URL to avoid confusion. Yeah, that's directory, right? Sorry, sorry, sorry. That's directory. Let that be.
Yes.
Fine. Now let's start coding. I think we have everything that we need. You don't have to open anything. You already have opened that in the editor.
This Word file.
No, it's already open in the editor, so you can directly go in the editor. Oh, are you saving this one? Okay, sorry.
Yeah. All right. So go to the editor. Yes.
Okay, so in the body, generally we have a nav bar, right, where we see all the navigation.
Yes.
So you can remove the heading tag for now. Remove the whole heading tag.
This.
No, 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 H1. Yeah, so first thing we will do is we'll do header. So remember you did semantic HTML, which means header, main, nav, section.
Yes.
So you can write tags with these names, correct?
Right. Right. Main, header, footer,
Correct.
nav,
So now we're gonna
video.
make the header. So type header. You have to hit enter when it asks you. Now it's not going to allow you. At the time it was asking, that's when you need to do. So third option. Yeah. So see, it's already created header for you, so you don't have to worry about putting the angle brackets yourself. Now inside this header, you have to hit enter. Yeah. And now you can create so one will be logo and the other will be navigation. So we can make a like a div tag inside of this. So write div, and inside of this div, let's create an image tag. Hit enter. Now image is going to ask you for the source, where should it serve from. So let's do one thing. Let's go to a browser. Let's go to the browser and search for HTML logo PNG. So grab hold of any of the images and save them on your computer. So today we're just going to do the header part, and then we can continue the rest of it in the next week. Okay.
Yeah.
Name this file as logo. So you have to make sure you save in your own project and not here and there. So where is your project? Inside of the C MAMP issue docs.
Okay.
The fourth last. Then click on your project and create another directory here called images. And save it inside of this. Make it logo.png. That's it. Now go back to your project in editor.
Copy the link.
No. Can you see you now have a images directory inside of first project?
Oh, yes.
And if you pop open it, you can see that image is there, right?
Right.
So now we are going to ensure that whatever images are going to be static images, we are going to keep that into our project inside of images folder. The name
Okay.
can be different. You can call it image, but tradition either make it img or images or something like that. So it's semantic. You need that logo to be visible on your site. So what happened when you open your image tag to show that cat? It need a URL, correct?
Yes.
Source. So you have to tell that image tag about the source. So go back to
Okay.
index.html and
Yeah.
inside of source type images. See, it's already telling you, hit enter and click on that. So what happens is that since you are in the root of the project, you just have to mention where does your image reside. So where does it reside in from the root?
Yes.
Images slash logo.png. Okay. Let's also give it an alt so that people who are disabled can see it. It should be site logo, shouldn't be?
Site logo.
This is your main site logo.
Site logo.
Okay, so you've got your image. Go back and check if you can see the image in the browser. Yeah, awesome. Now you need to create the navigation, the menus, so the user can click on it and navigate on your site. So on the left hand side, we're going to keep the image. On the right hand side, we're going to keep the navigation. So below the div, where the ends, which means where you're currently on, create a UL and create like 4 LIs. So there's something that works in Mac. I want to try if this works here. There's a shortcut to create this. Can you type UL? UL. Don't hit anywhere. Just type UL. Then greater than sign. Greater. This is less than sign, I think.
Okay. Facing outside. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Li. Li multiplied by 4. Multiplied by star actually in computer. 4. Hit tab. Did you see what happened?
Yes.
There
Exactly.
are so many other cool things you can do, but this is good for now. So it saves your time. You don't have to. If you want 10, you multiply it by 10.
Right.
So just name these. Maybe first one will be about. Actually, there should be a tag inside of this. The link should be clickable. So first a tag will be inside of li and then about. So delete that about. A, hit enter. Give it a URL of hash. Just put hash there. And inside of the a tag, put about.
And the A tag put about.
Yes. So I can clearly see your skills to follow instruction has improved a lot after completing that course.
Thank you.
Okay. I think you have put about inside of href. What where we need to put is inside of the a tag. Yeah. Okay. Do the same thing for the rest of them as well.
HRF?
A tag. Same thing. Whatever you did on top, you'll do the same thing except that the name will be different. So make it maybe make this as a blog. Give a hash in the href. Did you see how useful this editor is?
So useful, yeah. Instead of
Type.
typing,
Yeah, and
you
you
type it
there's
all.
less chance of making mistakes.
Yes.
Maybe put this as contact us. And this can be login. Okay, let's go back and check in the browser. What do we see?
Exactly.
Right, so you got the menus, but the only problem is that it's just HTML. There's no CSS. So now we're just going to write the basic CSS and then we can end the conversation here.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and create a file called style.css in the root of your directory. So, so whenever you want to create something in the root, you will click on that, right click on that. So first project is the root. No, no, first project. Yeah, it didn't get clicked properly. Right click. Yeah, there is an option to make a new file, I think. The first one. Mm, yeah. So this will be style.css. So because it's a CSS file, the extension will be CSS. HTML, the
Okay.
extension will be .html. JavaScript will be .js. That's how it works.
Okay.
Hit enter.
Okay.
Now you have created a file, but your HTML doesn't know about this file, right? So you have to tell your HTML that it needs to use it. So you go back to your HTML. Inside of the head tag, just after the title, create a new line after title.
After title.
You have to stay within head, you don't have to go out of it, but just after the title, which means after line number 6. Hit enter. Yeah, and type link. Hit enter. Okay, so link tag, what this does is this links your style sheets.
Okay.
So all you have to do is give it a path. So where does your style sheet belong? So remember that when we had to give path of image, we give images slash the name of the image. In this
Yes.
case, where does your style exactly? Hit enter. That's it. Now go back to your style.css. Now you need to give classes to each of the elements so you can style them. Remember we gave classes. So go back to your HTML and what we're going to do is give a class to the header. No, 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 not like this. To the header itself. Remember how we gave class to div in the
Yes.
exercise you did? Not to the head. Inside of the body, there is a header. This section will never be touched. Whatever you do, you have to do inside of body, not anywhere else.
Okay.
Yeah. So give it a class. Just call it header maybe. Class name will always be small letters. Have you ever seen a capital letter class name? Means the progress that you've done so far. Okay. Now let's go back to our style.css
Yeah.
and we have to style it. So how do you style something? You give it a class name. So you put dot header. Yes. And then you open the curly braces. Hit enter. Yeah, that was correct. That was correct. Hit enter. Yeah. So for the header, you need to uh, give it some style. So probably you can give it like display, uh, flex, FL. So third option. Yeah. So far we have given the style in the style.css. Let's save it and see what happens in the browser. Save it. Make sure your index.html is also saved.
Okay.
Yep. So now you can see that it's in the same line, right?
Yes.
But the problem is that the logo is quite big. It needs to be small. So the best way to
Yes.
style it is to style in the browser itself and then copy paste the style in your file because you can see what's happening live. So hover on the HTML logo and do a right click and inspect. Now you can see that that image is being highlighted, right?
Yes.
On the right hand side, you have element.style. There's a style tab.
Yes.
Inside of that element.style, you have to write the width of the image,
Yeah.
right? Width, hit enter, and give it maybe like I think 80 pixels should be good. That's it. Now image is small. Now all you have to do is just copy this CSS and paste it in your CSS. So how you'll do it? You anyways remember this CSS. I don't think you have to really copy it like small thing, but if you want to copy, you can. You just have to copy the CSS part, not the element style. So only that line.
This one, right?
Yes. So image is inside of the header, right? You go
Yes.
to style.css on another line, which means not here, but you have to get outside of the header, not here. After line 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
ing.
correct. So again, give it dot header space img space curly braces. Whenever you write a CSS, you have to write the selector first and then the curly braces. So what this is going to do is going to say go and grab the header, and inside of header go and grab the image and then give it a width of 78 pixels. Try that. Yeah, works. The last thing we're going to do is make sure the list items are styled properly. Again, hover on the list items and inspect. Can you now click on UL? UL. Yeah. On the right hand side, where the element.style is, make it display flex. See, now it's in the same line. And make
Yeah.
it justify content space between. Okay, that's not working. That's fine. So again, you have to give this UL a style. So go back in the style.css. In the editor. So you have to reach the UL now. So again, dot header on a new line. Then UL space curly braces. Paste it. The last line is not needed. The ninth is not needed. So are you understanding how we are giving a CSS? Delete this. So every time I want to style something, I have to put a selector and then I have to style it. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I don't do that, it will just be temporary here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I think it's looking ugly. It needs some space. So click on the li element on the
My
browser
element.
and give it a margin, or maybe I think padding would be good. So give it a padding. Did they teach you padding yet?
No.
Okay.
No.
Click on padding. Give a padding of maybe like 18 pixels. Yeah, copy this.
18 is good.
Yeah, 16. I think 16 is also good. There is should be one more line you have to write after that. So change to another line. Yeah, click on that and type list style. It was giving you a suggestion.
This style.
None. Any none. None. Hmm. See that dot is gone now. Yeah, and then copy this and go back to your CSS.
Okay.
Now, how will you target the li now? I want you to do this on your own.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not going to be inside this.
Here,
Good. Yes.
open
Good.
bracket.
Very good.
Paste this.
Perfect. So make sure why we are taking parent. I could have just written li. Why do you think I'm taking parent before that?
Because li is in header.
Correct. But if I just apply to li, will it not work?
No, because it has to know that where li is. So it will first go to header, and in header it'll go to li.
What if there are li's outside the header also? What will happen in that case? What do you think logically?
Everything else will get formatted.
So you mean to say that this li, if I don't give a header prefix with the header, then it's going to
Yes.
apply that style to all of the li's in on the site, right?
Yes.
Is that what we want?
No.
Exactly. So that is the reason we are prefixing it with its parents class, so that don't get applied to anything else apart from this. Okay.
Yeah.
The very last thing we need to do is just make sure the our a is styled properly. So don't go in the browser. Let's write it here itself. So how will you target a now? A tag.
What is a?
A is your anchor tag.
Oh, anchor tag. Yes. Which is our.
It's inside of li. How will you target it?
So it will be. It will be
So
just.
write in the CSS and show it to me.
Yeah. It will be header li a.
Yep. You can do that, and you can also write directly a also. If you don't prefix it with a li is fine, but it's okay. Let's use this. So what they say is that don't increase the specificity too much, which means don't add too many, parents. Like A's parent is
Yeah.
li, li's parent is header. So don't add too many. Maximum 3 they are allowing. Okay. So let's give it text decoration none. You forgot a tab. Did you give a tab? Single tab?
Yeah.
Type text decoration.
Color? No, sorry.
It's the third one from the top. None. So there was an underline, right? We want to remove that underline and give it a color also.
Okay.
So on the next line, color. On the next line, when I say that I want the A itself to have a color, so that's why you will stay within inside of it. When I'm saying that give another property to the same element, you will stay inside. When I say give another property to a different element, that's when you will go outside. Got it?
Got it.
Give it a black. Okay, now do you see that after every change in the selector, there's no gap. There should be an empty line, which means after line number 3, there should be an empty line. For readability, I mean, nothing will go wrong if you don't add it, but for readability, then after 7, then after 11, right? Is it looking neat compared to
Why
what you
can
were
I
doing?
not close the bracket here?
You can. There will be no harm. But which one do you think is more readable?
This one,
Then,
right?
exactly. It's for readability. You can write everything in one line only. On line number 1, you can write everything in one go. It's fine. But for readability, this is better.
Yes.
Even your HTML also you can write in one line. Computer they will not say anything. But is this more readable? Is it looking better, colorful, enjoyable compared to how you were getting trained on online?
A lot better.
So
Yeah,
this
it
is where
is.
you're going to practice, in future. Can you
Right.
see? It's all styled now.
Yeah. Yes.
The only problem is that that should be on the right hand side, but it's the menu, right?
Yes.
The menu needs to go on right. It's on the left. So how do we do that? Click on the header in the browser itself. Click on the header. There's a class with the header. You can directly click on the element also. Yeah,
Yep.
and give it. Can you go on the right? There is a dot header and then display flex.
Yes.
So beneath that, so another line, justify content, space between. Can you see?
Yes.
Magic. So flex is very powerful. You're going to learn it after you finish the CSS. But I don't have the patience to tell you everything right now. That's why I'm giving you that. So just
Exactly. No,
copy
I
it quickly.
appreciate
We,
that.
we are done for the day. Let's just copy uh, this line of code and put that in our header, and we are done for the day.
Header in CSS, right?
Yeah. I'm going to show you one more magic. Go back once again. Go back
Yeah.
to the browser. Can you see where you have copied on the right hand side? It says style.css:1.
Yes.
What do you think one is?
One is I don't know.
It's a line number. Can you go back to your
Okay.
editor? Can you see it's on the line number 1, that header?
Exactly.
So when you have a large file, it tells you which line number is on that. So then you can directly go on that line number and make changes. So it helps
Make
you.
changes.
So
Now
just
I
paste.
can go here and paste it, right?
Yes. I think display flex is already there, so you can remove that from top.
Okay.
So you've got everything going. Now your homework will be make something cool and show it to me.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, your header is ready. So now you have to make something in the main.
Yeah.
Okay, and show it to me. Maybe write some text, heading, put some images, style it for me. So by the end of when we meet next week on Sunday, then I want to see something cool here.
Sure, buddy.
How do you like it? This is
Oh,
your
this
first
is fun.
website, bro.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh my God. So you learned so many things today. The editor stuff, you know,
Yeah, this is fun. I like it.
and this
I like
looks so attractive.
this, the visual. What is this called? Visual Basics.
Yes, this visual code is very popular actually.
Visual Studio Code.
And everything is so organized, you have your index.html file, you have your style is separate, your images are separate.
All companies, there are big companies that they
Yeah,
work on Studio Code, is it?
and there are so many extensions, plugins available for this that will make your job so easier. If you make mistake, it's going to tell you, boss, hello, sorry, you're making a mistake.
That's fine. I mean, I'm sure people back in the day must be envying this. That why didn't they?
Yes, you are getting all of the cream stuff. To learn all of this, what you just learn in the next 1.5 hour, I had to really walk the hard path.
Oh,
So you are getting the cream of it.
so you had to basically write all this
Yes.
in the index HTML itself.
Initially, yes.
Okay.
No, I'm not talking just about the syntax. I'm talking about the knowledge that you're getting,
Yes.
and in the form that you're getting, and the polished form that you're getting is come up
That's
after a long experience.
that you.
I didn't have somebody who could just tell me, boss, this is how it's done.
Yes.
So you're getting the cream of it, is what I'm trying to say. You're
Thanks,
getting,
man. Thank
yeah.
you.
If you were to do or learn whatever we've learned today, you had to probably spend at least 1 or 2 months on this.
Wow.
Yeah.
But thank you. That's the advantage
Okay.
of being your special student.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. You're my brother.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
Cool.
So
Thank you.
good for today, and please continue with the
Yeah.
practice. Keep posting on that challenge.
Sure.
One day should not be missed. Even if you do half an hour, it's fine, but the continuity should be there. Okay.
Right, buddy.
Cool. See you soon, bro. Then.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye
Bye.
bye.